Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we will be showing off the second dungeon that we have made.
That's right, folks. We've built another dungeon using every piece in our collection.
Except for those
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces were left over.
Even though technically that big wall, if we were to find two, technically we can replace it with those and fill it. Right. So technically only 4 pieces. If we did everything the way it needed to be. So.
That is using 3 core sets.
There's the green, the blue, and the gray, even though the gray and blue are kind of mixed.
We also used 2 torture chamber sets, 2 halls of heroes, and 2
library
Warloc's altar.
Warloc's altar.
And little guy's gonna walk you through our little scene here. We've got our heroes.
We'll start with
always start with the beginning. That's what our heroes.
So you have that.
Our intrepid party once again immediately bumping into one of our recent creations, the Iron Golems.
Yes, that is what those are. We have the lights as usual. You can't really see them that well because that light's on, but you can see the reflection, which I do like. You can also see it here, but that wasn't there before. Then there's these two statues. They are the same. I wanted to make sure. Then you on to the next room,
which is a hall full of undead.
Yes, we have the samurai because we couldn't find any others, and they're skeletons, so they worked.
Some wraiths, some ghosts.
We also have some spikes there, and some more spikes.
Some Hero Quest
skeletons
that are going on 40 years old now.
And then some mummies from
in the torture chamber, also from the Hero Quest set, as well as some Ral Partha undead and some
more mummies
Reaper undead in the torture chamber, assisting the torture master, who's over there by the rack.
Yes.
Which is, I believe, a RAFM miniatures rack from way
There's also
back.
these ghoul things.
Also from
cleavers.
Hero Quest.
Yes. Over here there's some crates, fire, the rack, the guy, coffins.
I think the torture master by the rack is also an RAFM miniature. Then into the throne of death. Oh, this guy's fallen over. He's a Reaper Bones, I believe. And some other Reaper gargoyles. Yes. We have some 3D printed terrain in here scattered from, I forget which set. The
Bone Golem.
From Wizkids.
Yes, we have the throne which we made way back.
Topping it all off, we have the throne from our Throne of Bones episode.
Which we made way back last year in October.
The Lich sitting in it is also an RAFM miniature that just so happens to fit in the throne.
Yes. Now, do we go back to the other side?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's move the camera over here to the left-hand side of the dungeon.
Yes. To an area which is completely different.
Yes.
They almost look like they're connected, but they're not.
You see here we've got our statues from a previous episode.
Which they're on both sides.
Here we have a Heritage Black Pudding miniature from way back, one of my favorite lines of miniatures of all times. A Wizkids troll into the Hall of Shadows with some Reaper gargoyles, some Wizkids shadows. I really love these miniatures. I want to just show them off real quick because they're translucent, and even with the light wash of purple I did, they turned out pretty nifty, I think.
Yes.
From the Hall of Shadows, we go into
I guess we'll go to the library first.
Here we have a Reaper
Should we go
bones.
the way that I kind of planned is how you traverse through this area?
Yeah, once we show everything
so
off.
If you see here, there's a locked door there which you can't go through. So you go to the library with some, what are they called?
Slad?
Yes, slad. Some of them are Wizkids. I don't know what the red one is.
He's actually a Reaper Bones, and he's not really a Slad, he's a Chaos Toad, but...
Same thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for.
Yeah, we use the wooden floors here. Like the torture chamber, he was the one who made that.
Yeah, I think
he likes it better.
I think the wood goes really well with the bookshelves, and I think the torture chamber has so much stone in it that it looks, just wanted to change things up a bit. And then you have there's supposed to be a secret door here, but we don't know how to do that quite yet. But somehow you get into the secret room.
Where there's a... Do we put it in
either way, it's fine. I thought it fell over.
Yeah, there's a mirror, something. This guy would probably be some sort of mini-boss or something.
Some sort of chaos sorcerer.
Yeah.
And the portal, I believe, is how you get to the other section.
Yeah, let's move over to here.
Popping through this portal will take you over to this side.
Which has green lighting, because, I don't know, there's green stuff in it.
We've got a scarecrow skeleton, a carrion crawler with its little babies, a bunch of giant ants. This whole area is supposed to be the creepy crawly section.
Yes, you have that, which she just mentioned.
Some giant ants that I made from a mold using milliput.
There's the portal.
Pop through this portal here.
And you go back over there. That's actually where you come out from. We painted this green because he wanted to paint it green.
Just to make it slimy and mildewy.
Then there is...
Basilisk guarding this hallway, along with some traps.
Very bright green. Or at least the lighting has a very bright green.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
more
some traps, some lighting.
Heritage giant centipedes.
And there's the skeleton. We'll go over there later. And then, over here, you have...
the mighty green dragon and all its glory and glittery gold treasure piles from all kinds of manufacturers, all the way back to Grenadier. If you notice the big, larger pile, that's from the old Red Dragon set that I've had in my collection for a very long time.
If you notice, it has the gold bars, which now look very green.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon in... lights on? Turn the lights. As you can see, there's a puddle or a well of slime.
Yes. Well, the dragon gets thirsty.
And the green dragon looks really good in this lighting. Oh, I wonder how it would look with the UV lights. Whatever. So, then, lights. So, you move through.
Into the Hall of Spiders. Here we have a nest of spider eggs that I made using various Hearst Arts pieces, some milliput eggs, and the spider webs are actually made out of dryer sheets that have been stretched and pulled through many times through the dryer just to make them thinner, in addition to having stretched them.
Then you have this
up
spider
the stairs.
that's there. More spiders. By the way, these are my favorite looking spiders. Those ones, are they Wizkids?
Yes, they are. And we have to get more. Definitely.
You go up the stairs. There's another one of those spiders. And there's also this.
Ancient Grenadier spider.
It's not really that good, but it's a long time ago.
But yeah, it does match.
It does match. Just one eye. And then...
the big mama spider.
This was from the same time we made the throne, a long time ago. You know, I wish we used some of the giant skeletons. You've probably seen this before. It was actually one of the very first craft. It was the very first craft we used with milliput, and the techniques we've used in this thing, which is why it's one of my favorite crafts.
You want to show the level below it?
It's mostly the same.
Oh, okay.
But I will show it. Some of the techniques we used on this we used many other times. If you can, I'll put it back. But if you can see the fur on it is the same technique we used on the mammoths and the Yeti. And we're probably going to use it many times more than just those.
You also use it on the demon for his loincloth.
Yes. We use it on pretty much everything that needs fur. And this is how we discovered it, and the dog is right behind me.
Okay, pull back. You want to show the other room? Is it just move it off to the side carefully? Oh.
It's nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something actually.
I didn't know. I completely forgot about that. We also used this, but I don't count it as stuff we didn't use because we did use it.
To raise up the secondary level. Hopefully in the next month or so we will have the risers that come from the next Kickstarter delivery from Dungeons and Lasers 2, where they have the clips so that we can raise and make more three-dimensional, more stairways leading to higher levels.
I assume that's why they made the pillars, though. That was one of the reasons.
Yeah, I think
it also doesn't really work because you need to have another layer.
Yeah, I think the new clips will add a huge third dimension to all of our next dungeon builds, as well as our sci-fi builds, because you can build things that will be more sturdy and more integrated.
And that also helps with the bridge.
The bridge.
I was originally thinking
elevator thing that they made for the sci-fi set.
Yeah.
All of our dungeons will be taller from this point on. We'll be able to, instead of just cover the table, we can build higher dungeons and higher spaceship cargo bays and things like that. We're really looking forward to the next delivery, which should be the middle of April, roughly, in which case...
Hopefully we can actually get it before we start the dragon, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it would be really...
It's a possibility. It's a strong possibility.
A possibility. So, is that it?
You want to show off anything else?
Not
special?
Really. I think that's all we've done. I mean, we used a lot of the crafts that we used this month, or we used the ones that we could, both of the monsters. Yeah,
there were a few crafts we couldn't use. Either they were sci-fi or inappropriate, the winter crafts, the scarecrows, things like that.
What was the crafts that we used? I know we used those, obviously, because
the statues, the golems, the spider.
Well, we used the spider, the golems and statues. What was the other craft we used this month?
The throne?
No, what was the other craft we made this month?
The tower and the two towers. The siege tower and the lighthouse.
Yeah, but what about, like, monsters? Did we make
the demons?
The demons, but we didn't use them.
Yeah, they're just too tall, and that's another thing. When we get the new clips, we'll be able to make rooms that look, higher than one level, and using the larger monsters, giants, and things like that will be.
If it wasn't for the fact that you made this drain room with a bunch of spiders, this would have been a demon room.
Yeah, it could have been, but give us something to do next time. Maybe we'll make an entire demon dungeon.
That is a possibility.
Maybe even paint some stuff up with more reds and brimstone-y looks to them.
And, of course, he took any opportunity that he can. Literally, okay.
Yeah, just push it in. Let's say goodnight to everybody. He almost had a surprise cameo from the dog again, but he just couldn't quite
not the right chair.
So there you have it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed our little journey into our dungeon here. We will see you this Thursday for a brand new craft. This one craft was going to be going out to a friend of ours who asked specifically for it, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
By the way, we already said last time, but just in case you didn't see the showcase, you should watch it because that's where we showcase all the crafts that we've made this month. However, the next month is going to be Western.
Except for the first craft.
No, the first craft, I don't know. There is 5 crafts that we need to do, which is not good.
That's why we're doing a bonus at the beginning.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to. Anyways, thank you for that. Anyways,
like, subscribe, thumbs up. Share this with your friends if you think they get a kick out of it. We will see you guys on Thursday. Have a great week. Thanks again for stopping by.
Correct.
Say goodnight, Sparta.
Good night.